Sometimes you're just in a very bashy mood, and if that's how you feel, you need to give Ash Party Crasher a try. One of the newest cards from Oswald Drain. It's just an uncommon, but do not let the rarity deceive you. She is an absolute powerhouse and can shred your opponents very quickly. Okay, so I mean, we've got Ragavan in turn 1, so this is a keep, right? How can we say no to such a powerful play? Probably the most powerful turn 1 thing you can do these days. There you go, told you so. Right, so we've already got 2 lander, which probably isn't enough here, especially when we got 2 4-drops. Let's mulligan this. This is actually not a bad hand. We have a perfect curve. 1, 2, 2, and then 4. Not quite perfect, but you can still do something every single turn, which is great. And this Graf's Hive is going to be lovely just to create some additional pressure here. The Gitrog monster doesn't really care about what we do. They care about getting rid of their lands, drawing multiple cards, and then their end game is any number of things, to be honest. There's a lot of different ways the Gitrog monster can end the game. Got 4 mana, Force Cultivator, they're going to have 5 mana in the following turn. Okay. At least we have Eowyn. Ooh, okay. So, just to equip the Shadow Spirit and pass here. I'm not too bothered about getting the Ash out just yet. I mean, she has haste anyway, so it's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Annoyingly, they get around the mana tithe now. But it is an upkeep trigger, so they don't get any benefit off it just yet. Just going to swing with a 2-3. And we can't block anyway, so we'll just take that hit. And the lifelink here will be good because we're losing 1 life with this Graf's Hive. So let's go for the Gitrog monster. And then legendary creatures you control gain protection from each of that creature's colours until end of turn. It's a pretty cool ability. So she's got protection from black and green. So the more colours they have, the better. Did they just choose to exile the Gitrog monster forever? That is a bit strange. They've got a Casualties of War. Interesting. So, I feel like they're taunting us a bit now. So they went for the Gitrog monster in the exile on purpose, or I'm not 100% sure about that. Oof, man, that's brutal. I mean, they've got nothing left and they can't actually cast the command anymore, but they have the Lair of the Hydra, which is potentially going to kill us. We're really not sure what to think here. All I know is following turn we can go for the Skyclave Apparition, maybe get rid of one of those things. This is going to sound really weird, but that Lair of the Hydra is kind of scaring me because it is... I mean, it's a freaking huge creature. It's going to be a 6/6 each turn attacking. Is this just cockiness from them? I can't quite tell, to be honest. We are going to die. We are going to die to that. Maybe we go for this Jawbone Duelist then. And then the Skyclave exiles one of these guys. Start giving this counts for the double strike. I guess this has done its job now. So get rid of the Skull Prophet here. I mean, at least we can start blocking. But my goodness, what a strange game. Did they think that... Maybe they thought that Eowyn said until Eowyn leaves the battlefield. Not 100% sure about that. I do know that if we get the Adeline out, we can start getting blockers by attacking. This doesn't have trample, thank God. So, yeah, we can just chump that for now. then we can start putting more counters on our double strikers. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So maybe we want to start putting counters on Krenko. Either way, we're going to start getting... We can go Krenko and Adeline here, can't we? But if we go for Krenko first, it means we can put the counter on that, or maybe we just want to focus on the jawbone. Yeah, we'll just keep putting it on the jawbone here. That's going to be a crazy blocker, and my goodness. I've said it before, but that was a very strange move. What on earth happened with this? Right, opponent's got Atali, so this is a challenge. An interesting matchup considering we're playing an uncommon, but there you go. Let's see what we can do. There's always a chance. 7 mana, and they might just get something rubbish up the top. Let's exile the Signet. This probably turns it into an elf, right? Neverwinter Dryad. Ooh, that's annoying. What do we want to do? It feels like a waste killing that. I think we go for the Toxic first. I guess that was the lesser of multiple evils, because they have to pay 2 to get to activate this rather than just have an elf tap for 1 green. So Fumble, okay, that has to die. Taps for 3. Man, that's such a shame. I have to use all our spells up early. 3, 4, 5. So yeah, far too scary to keep around. If we top a land, that would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, still no land. So we still have 1 turn until the Atali comes out. And they're just taking the infect like a boss. Wow, okay. We're almost halfway infected. I wonder what they're going to do. Golden Argosy. Oh, so this, whenever it attacks, basically flicker each thing that crewed it, which means they're going to get double Atali triggers. That ain't nice. That ain't nice. Although, the Boromir, I think this could potentially win us the game. Because if I recall correctly, the Boromir stops them casting spells unless they spend actual mana on it. And we even have the Selfless Savior to stop them killing Boromir as well. So I think they're going to not be happy about this. So they can go for the Atali, but it's not going to get anything free. Let's see if they realise. And even if they have a board wipe, we can protect the Boromir with the dog. Okay. So, 2 spells. Let's see if they actually try and cast it. So they're going to try and cast it, and nothing happens. So that's going to counter that. Oh, but that's a cast trigger, isn't it? Oh, which means I have to use the Selfless Savior now. How weird is that? On a random non-Eldrazi thing. And also he top decked the one thing that could deal with Boromir without resolving. Insane. And we get the 1 ring as well. So now we can actually use it. Brutal Cathar. That actually might be a better answer. Because then we can get in. Although they do have the Cityscape Leveler. So yeah, let's go for the Brutal Cathar here. It's a bit annoying that they actually got that. Literally, that Leveler is the one thing. It's the one thing. And then now they have a blocker until end of turn as well. Okay. But at least in their turn, they're going to have to choose between They're going to have to choose between going for Atali or going for the leveler. And if they go for the leveler, they squander that turn. So we'll see what they want to do here. They do go for it. Okay. That's a shame. Whenever it attacks. God damn it. God damn son of a gun. The odds of them actually getting that out. Okay, at least this goes away forever now. Come on, tower. So this has got Ward 3, pay 3 life. Do we just go for the full aggro? Let's go for the one ring. Let's give ourselves a bit of protection here. God knows what's going to come out. Land. I think the Moonrage Brute's going to flip now, but oh well. Down to 6. We get a 1-1. Okay. So they're going to have to... So, well, annoyingly, they're going to get 2 things, aren't they? Lightning Helix, no. As if they got a Lightning Helix. And a Shifting Ceratops. Absolute luck sacks. We're already, just so you know, playing probably the best deck in the format, or one of them anyway. And they get, not only do they get the 1 card they needed, but they get the answers, the removal to what we have. And they gain 3 life, of course. At least we don't take this combat damage here. Is that a Krenko? Okay, Krenko Mind Stone. How the heck are we gonna win here? I'm not sure if we do, to be honest. Soul Partition can exile something. Let me think about this. So maybe in their turn we use Soul Partition on this. Sadly, we can't use anything with the SRAM's expertise. Man, this is a really bad hand. Not much we can do. We can exile the Ceratops. Does that... What if we do go for the SRAMs? Oh, screw it. I think this is the best thing we can do. Okay. I guess this has haste as well. Is this enough? I don't know. When they gain the 3 life, that really threw it. So they're going to have to block the Ash. Oh my goodness. They're at 2. They're at freaking 2. Settle the Wilds. Not what I expected to see. So if they have a board wipe, they clear the field, obviously. So they're just going to swing in with the Argosy to get a free Atali trigger. So yeah, board wipe. Should we block? I guess we can block. I mean, if they get a board wipe, we're going to lose all of our creatures anyway, right? So we might as well block. What a weird bit of flavour that is, just a ship. So basically we have to cross our fingers and hope the Atali doesn't get anything good. Ramp and a creature. I think we win. I actually can't believe that we beat Atali. That's pretty epic. Oh, you got to sub after that, surely. Okay, we get to go first with the Luminarch Aspirant and the Krenko. So it's not the best hand, but I'm going to keep this because I want to see if we can get this off. If we draw a single land, I think it just opens up the hand. The game should be ours. Comes in tap, though. We may have to squander the Luminarch Aspirant here in order to get a turn 3 play. We'll see. We'll see. It is a bit of a shame, but yeah. Oh well. This is the thing about tap lands, you've got to have a few of them. But in Historic Brawl, I often wonder if I should just take them out, you know, because that turn there, not having the Luminite Aspirant, it could cost me the game. I'll tell you what else could cost me the game. Slow players. Slow players. Come on, bro. Looking at my land. What are you gonna do? You're gonna sinkhole? Sick. So it just taps for colorless. Luckily, I don't have any double pip spells in my hand, so it doesn't really matter. But tell you what, yeah, we'll go for Krenko here. It's tempting to go for the Resto just to get ourselves a planes, but we shall see. We shall ask the questions. Name the show. Name the show I just quoted. Tell me in the comments below. Bound in gold. Love it. Gold bound Krenko. Can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be... Okay. So we're just going to keep planning ahead then. We're going to set up the future. So Krenko's just sitting there looking pretty. We can destroy the bounding gold eventually. We just don't have anything in the hand here to do it. Go on, put Kaya's enchantment on it. Go on, put Kaya's enchantment on it. Alright, same difference. I don't think so, buddy pal. Then we can ramp up here if we want to. Discard a land, put it into play. This gives pro, blue, and red. So, I think... Yeah, we'll go for the Ash here. We don't want to reveal the sword too soon. Yeah, it's a real shame about this. This Krenko being unable to attack. And yeah, I think we'll keep the Soken back just because we can make 2 spirits with this, which will trigger the Ash. And it only costs, what? There's one less. Ossification. They've just got loads of enchantment-based removal, which makes perfect sense. But that does suggest they don't have a board wipe. Which is good for us, because it means the Luminite Aspirant might be alive unless they have something else. Vengeful Strangler. So when this dies, you turn it to battlefield transformed. And enchant a creature or planeswalker. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, I'd rather just go for the Ash here, which also gives us a Clarion Spirit as well. And then pump up the Aspirant and swing both. Ooh, I love the decision trees for aggro. It's either swing in or swing in. Sometimes that's just what you need. You know, it's a little... What do you call it? Like a palette cleanser. Palette town. Right, they're looking at individual cards. So, okay. And I'm not going to bother. Can't be bothered to block this. It becomes an aura. We don't want it to be an aura, do we? Okie dokie. Let's see if the Sword of Fire and Ice gets to do its thing. Put it on the bird, or the spirit, should I say. And I guess we'll spread the love. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. Alpha Strike. I'm a bit worried. Like, what on earth do they have to... I mean, they could very well have a board wipe. Let's steal 2 to them. And we draw another sword. Okay. And, yeah, I guess we'll just move this over to the Architect in case they've got, I don't know, a damage-based thing, like a massacre thing, rather than just to destroy all. But they haven't quit yet, so they probably have an answer, right? No? Okay. Swords to plowshares we gain life. Okay, well, we still have the swords. But they are going to drain 2 here. Go to 8. Well, they're not going to like this, are they? 1 spirit, 2 swords. 1 spirit, 2 swords. Yeah. And that's game over, boy. Boom. And if you've been on this channel before, you'll know how much I love swords, and this is exactly why. Makes your little weenies into big screamies. These are sometimes my favourite deck techs because they're just really linear, fun, and very fast, and you don't need too much to kind of make it work. Unlike Control, where you have to be really thinking, this is a lot more play the thing, smash in with the thing. So Ash is interesting in that she's 2-2 with haste, which is already pretty good. Whenever she attacks, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield, put a counter on Ash. Sadly, she says non-land permanents, so something like an Evolving Wilds wouldn't actually trigger her. But there's plenty of ways to actually trigger her anyway. Just anything that adds additional things to the board over time. One of the most interesting cards, I think, that goes really well in this deck is by Elspeth's Command. Now, this is an alchemy-only card, but you can choose 3 modes, one of 3 modes each turn, as long as you didn't choose it the previous combat. So you can give a soldier +1/+1. You can choose a soldier in your hand to perpetually give +1/+1 vigilance, or you could create a soldier. Now Ash isn't a soldier, but there's plenty of soldiers in the deck to synergize with this, and this actually made a soldier itself. I just really like this because it can just apply soldiers every other turn, so that's going to be really good. Combine that with things like Adeline, which makes 1/1s, and then Takacious Welcome lets you draw cards whenever small creatures come in, same with Welcoming Vampire, so there's lots of little synergies going off here. Horn of Gondor is going to be great because this creates a human when it comes in, and then you can pay 3 to create X humans, where X is the number of humans you control. So basically double the number of humans you control. You got Legion Warboss and Krenko to make goblins over time, which is really good. And how else to make your team win the game by making them really huge. So we have a copy of Flowering of the White Tree, which is just a really powerful boost for 2 mana for your whole team. Legends get even more of a boost in Ward 1. We also have a spicy one in Heroic Reinforcements, creates 2 soldiers, and then until the turn creatures you control get +1/+1 haste. This is an absolute win con, and I've killed people with this before. Really powerful uncommon here. Outlaw's Merriment is pretty nice as well, creates a human each turn of varying skill levels and abilities. And don't forget, Stram's Expertise creates 3 1/1s, and then you can play something that costs 3 from your hand. There's lots of different unique cards that you might not use in other decks, but they all go well in this deck because it's a combination of smashing and creating assets each turn. And it worked out pretty well, I think. It's stronger than you think. Haste is already one of the best abilities in the game. It took me many years to figure that out, but if you have an ability that essentially says no to one of the rules of magic, aka summoning sickness, you're onto something here. You're 1 turn ahead of the curve. You're hitting people faster than they expect you. And yeah, I recommend this build. So please check it out. Download the deck list below, add it to Arena, and tell me what you think and how you might improve it. If you would like to support the channel, you can check out my Patreon links below, where you can get a custom video. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.